They're going to be different for different people, and your staff, your team, like they're going to have different ways that they might like to communicate that are different from you. And so I think just making yourself open, or opening yourself up to what those are, and making sure that everybody that's coming on board has that kind of involvement in developing those communication systems are like.
How did you keep your team aligned across chaos? Are there any practices you still stand by today?
So we had a saying at my restaurants, which I still use to this day, which is don't hate, communicate. And I think that like communication is everything. Listen, I don't always get it right, and I'm going to be the first to say that, but I really believe in like super high levels of communication. And I've learned that throughout my career, like that is probably the most important thing, right? Figuring out ways that people from different shifts can communicate, if that's logbooks, if that's, an email chain, or you know, uh, what's the Slack? What's that thing? Can you see the gray in my beard?
Mhm.
So I think like finding those like tools that help employ better systems of communication are like everything, right? And they're going to be different for different people, and your staff, your team, like they're going to have different ways that they might like to communicate that are different from you. And so I think just making yourself open, or opening yourself up to what those are, and making sure that everybody that's coming on board has that kind of involvement in developing those communication systems are like huge. I'm going through it now with different folks. I mean, that I talk to and coach, like developing systems from scratch is laborious, right? And like getting buy-in is hard and all those things. But once they're established, then it's kind of like, okay. And we went through this, you and I went through this with our new Monday board, right? It's like
Mhm.
once you build it, like then it's like, okay, no, this is the single point of origin for everything. This is
Mhm.
like where we go. And I think like you just have to, if you don't have the architecture for it, then you'll never have the success, right?
And it does reduce chaos. I mean, clear communication is, yeah, I think you're right, sort of the epicenter of reduction of chaos.
Yeah, and for an owner, you know, no owner is immune to this. If you're out there and you're listening or you're watching this and you're an owner, perk your ears up, because the biggest problem with owners, and I have been one, is that you think that everybody that's on your team knows exactly what's in your head, and that they know how to execute to your vision. And guess what? Nobody has a fucking clue unless you lay it out as, kind of simply as you can, and really make
Mhm.
sure that you're detailed and prescriptive in what it is you want to try to achieve. Like that sort of stuff is like so elemental but so forgotten. And I have gotten so much better at that. I'm still not the best, but I've certainly gotten so much better at it throughout my career. But that is like the owner's dilemma, is that they live in this world where they're like, oh yeah, and then there's this thing we can do, and there's this bright shiny thing over here, and then there's another thing over here, and we can do this, and hey team, I want you to work on this. And then it's like all these constantly shifting priorities, and like that's fine. But if there's not the kind of clear, consistent communication about what and why, the people are just going to be swimming constantly.